This is a second mouse that I just caught in a trap. I do think these are siblings to Schaefer. This one is also a brownish. It's pretty big lengthwise, but it managed not to trigger the trap twice this morning, and then on the third time I got it. So little Lightfoot, I think. Now, it has not yet met Mr. Parker, who's in there, except I think they're siblings anyway. They're about the same size, probably the same age, and probably the siblings of Schaefer. This is about how big Schaefer would be. Now, if they are around 6 weeks old or so, and siblings, neither one of them looks like the mother, and the father was a big, huge blue-gray rat-mouse hybrid. Might explain the slightly bigger length. They both have extremely long tails, which Schaefer didn't have, a really long tail. If they're both males, there will be fighting, and I'll have to separate them out again anyway. But I think they're safer together. They're terrified. They're terrified. And, you know, it's hard. But now there are two of them, and if they start to fight, I do have something I can put them in, I think. The problem with plastic containers is that they can chew them. So hopefully they'll get along just for a couple of days until I make sure there isn't another one. Of course, if it's a female, I have to split them up anyway. So I was going to just stop doing all of this and say, forget it, let them live in the house and I'll ignore them. This one looks a little more gray, but it is wet. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to just have them in the house and have them stealing food. And yet I didn't. Mr. Parker, I almost let him go, but didn't because the neighbor's cat has planted them. I think it's a male named Mushroom, beautiful gray cat, planted itself in my backyard. And probably, I think it got the father of these two. So, you know, I have to do this with a little bit more caution than maybe a few months ago. Terrified little thing. Very long tails on both of these. And if they are from that rat-mouse hybrid male, I mean, they might actually get big. I think they would still be mice, but more mouse than rat. But hello, what do you want your name to be? Huh? I know you're terrified. Are you terrified? You're okay. I'm going to put another peanut butter jar in there, and they can have separate nests, just in case they're both males. This is actually a perfect way to get them outside. And because I took the fabric off the top as a cover, he's been rearranging, and you can see he's kind of pushed the cotton out. If I put another one of those in there, and they're males, they can each go to their corner.